Teach yourself to do difficult things. It doesn't matter about the result. It's about the effort. When you can tie your self-esteem to the effort, not the result, is when you start to win. The fear of disappointing people doesn't go away. It just allows you to play on bigger stages. We're over-planning, we're overthinking, and we're not doing enough. Teach yourself to do difficult things. Like, just the fact that it's difficult, you should do it. You're afraid of it? Listen, we're not afraid of failure. We're afraid of failing in front of somebody else. You could do that at your home with no problem. But now you bring a phone, right? You could sing in the shower, but you won't sing on the street corner. Because you're afraid of judgment. In my view, you have to destroy judgment. Whenever you feel you're playing small because of somebody else's opinion, then you have to go off and do that thing. Just because. You have to attack it. I think we play small by default. I think we're worried about judgment by default.
Okay. So how do you kill it?
When you find it, you attack it. You do scary things, like she has to come up and do her speech. Like if she said no, we would have to find a way to get her to, even if you're sitting down and you close your eyes and you do this, she has to do it. Because when you catch it and you go the other way, you teach yourself that you are scared and you play small. It's better not to catch it. I think most of the time we don't even catch it. I think we've all played small many times today, not even noticed it. But when you catch it, you have to teach yourself to do the thing. Even if you suck at doing it, just to show yourself that you're going to do the thing. So was that her greatest live of all time? Probably not, right? It's the best. It doesn't matter about the result. It's about the effort. When you can tie your self-esteem to the effort, not the result, is when you start to win. If you tie your self-esteem to the result, you only care about winning. Then you'll only take on things that you know you're going to win. So you play small for life.
I understand what you're saying. As far as you come,
you
still have that feeling?
Of course, dude, it never goes away. You're just capable of playing on bigger stages. The fear of disappointing people doesn't go away. It just allows me to play on bigger stages. So now if I get on and make a YouTube video, I'm not afraid of making a YouTube video. I've done it. I've done it 6,000 times, right? Like, you better get good at it if you do anything 6,000 times. But you're not happy staying in the same circle for the rest of your life. Growth comes from progress. And so as I push bigger and bigger envelopes, that's going to still be scary for me. But what? The answer is to just sit back and tell myself that you can come up with lots of different reasons why you shouldn't do it. You're a smart person. You'll convince yourself of really smart reasons why not to do something, but really you're just afraid. And if you catch yourself being afraid, then you have to go off and do it.
Is this something new for you, like to do it like this? Like do a tour like this? Like, is this a new thing for you?
I've never done a tour.
Okay.
I've spoken at a bunch of events, but it's never been my own thing. It's been speak at my event, speak at this event, whatever corporation, fly me to wherever, right? Done that a whole bunch. But this is also crazy. Like, nobody does a 90-day tour. Rock bands don't go on 90-day tours. It's wild. And listen, even if, like, worst case, if it all fell apart, right? I said the thing that would destroy this tour would be so I'm doing it with my wife and Danny, my video guy. If my wife and I were fighting too much and it was destroying our relationship, I would pull the plug on the whole thing and go home. And maybe we only make it 20 days in. But it's the longest that we've ever done. So I'm patting myself on the back, even though we didn't get the result, because I tried my hardest, right? Like, I'm pumped that I get to do this with my broken neck. I'm pumped. This is the best. Legit, like, it's the best. Yeah, but I mean, I'm getting a whole bunch of people on Instagram saying, wow, it's so inspiring. Like, I was tired today, and I see that you're on your tour. What's my excuse for not getting out of bed? That's awesome. But it's more for myself to know that, like, I'm actually putting my best out there, right? To show up in Kansas City for an hour and a half when I still have a concussion and, like, I'm starting to get blurry-eyed from the lights and everything. We had to shut it down. Like, that's actually, when do we actually get to push ourselves to our limits? Not that often. Like, I'm not going to on purpose go and smash my head against the wall just to see what happens, right? So when you're scared of it, like when you get these opportunities, I see it as an opportunity. Like even as much as I think now that this is the best, I legit think that in 10 years, I'm going to look back and say, man, that was wild. Like that was actually the best. Because that's what you remember. Not when it's easy. When it's easy and you win, you might post about it on Instagram, right? Look at me, I won. I beat a bunch of 3-year-olds in a race. Great. But you don't feel good about yourself. Where does confidence come from? Not by taking easy wins. It's by trying when it's difficult. Just trying. So you could beat a bunch of 3-year-olds, but if you had to race against Usain Bolt, he would destroy you. Right? Backwards. On one leg. Because he's Usain Bolt. But you just getting in the race against him is awesome. Even if you expect to lose. So if you tie your self-esteem to the effort you're putting in instead of the results, then you'll eventually get insane results. Because if you're proud of your effort every day, you will get crazy results. So how do you catch it? When your heart's beating like this, I'm nervous, I'm afraid. Don't talk yourself down from it. Recognize that it's fear, and you have to go off and do it. As long as it doesn't hurt somebody else, right? Like within your ethics. You're not going to go like jump out of a plane with no parachute because your heart's beating like this, right? Okay. But most of the things we're afraid of is because of somebody else. You're afraid of somebody's opinion of you when you do something and it doesn't work out, or you do something and you disappoint them. And so when you catch it, you have to do it, recognizing that you'll almost never catch it. Most of the time, you won't catch it. But when you do, you have to teach yourself that I'm going to follow through, even if I suck at doing a thing, just to show myself that I can do it, that I'm willing to try, the willingness to try. So the first part of all this, is like idea to action. So you think of something, you do it. Because just adding it to your list of ideas, we're entrepreneurs, we're going to have tons of lists of ideas. That list of ideas is never going to get shorter. It's going to grow and grow and grow, whether you keep it in a notebook or Evernote or whatever, right? It's going to grow. How are you going to know if you don't do it? Like you can't think your way through most of these things. People say wrap your head around it. I think you need to wrap your heart around it first. Wrap your heart around it. You don't know until you try it. Like you can't think your way through liking sushi. Right? I don't know. You have to try it. You can't, he teaches Zumba. You can't think your way through liking Zumba. You don't know until you get off and do it, especially with him. He's going to bring energy. 3 hours is crazy. Right? You do it. But you can find out quickly if you like it or not just by doing it. So I call it the 2% difference because you're trying to be perfect. Just find a way to get started and expect it to suck. It's the best. So expect it to suck. Expect not to have the resources. Expect to totally fail. Your first video, great. You have a phone, make a video. I'll still make videos off my phone. Is it the best lighting and the best sound and the best? No. Great. Go. Just do something today because you'll wake up tomorrow a different person and you won't take action. I like to trust that ideas come from somewhere. So you got an idea. Why did that idea come to you? Don't judge it. Just do something about it. We spend so much time judging the idea. Instead, just act on it. So I get ideas in the shower. How many of you guys get ideas in the shower? It's warm. It's relaxing. The only time I don't have to wear this right now. It's great. And so sometimes I'll think about people. And it may be somebody that I just saw, maybe one of you guys I'll think about tomorrow. Or maybe somebody that I haven't seen in 10 years. Right? Maybe my buddy Mark that I haven't seen in 10 years. Why am I thinking about Mark? I don't know. It came to me. Great. Trust that idea comes for a reason. I get out of the shower, I got to email Mark. And because I'm a weird duck, I'll always lead with something awkward like, hey, Mark, I was thinking about you in the shower this morning. What's up? And sometimes it leads somewhere. It's a multi-email chain, and sometimes it just stops there, right? So it's a little back and forth. Great. And that was enough. Instead of thinking about why am I thinking about Mark, right? So as soon as you get an idea, you got to take some kind of immediate action towards achieving it, the 2% difference. We're over-planning, we're overthinking, and we're not doing enough. You won't know until you actually go off and do it. So doing the Detroit event was a ton of fun and definitely a team effort. I want to give a quick shout out to everybody who helped promote the event. And if you want to see what I do in my last stop in Cleveland, click the link right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.